Ladies and gentlemen, you may now witness the arrival of our esteemed dignitaries as they are greeted with flowers by our junior leaders. You may now take your seats. A very good morning to our dear Chairman Sir, Mr. Upal Darnagama, and Directress, Mrs. Priya Darnagama, who even though are unavailable to attend today, are always supporting us in spirit. Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, Vice Principals, Ms. Srinali Pereira and Mr. Quintus De Silva, members of the Board of Management, sectional heads, academic coordinator, Mrs. Linda Senarath, teachers, parents, prefects, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear brothers and sisters. It is with great joy and pride that we welcome you to the Leaders Induction Ceremony for the years 2025-2026. Today, we celebrate a moment that defines the very essence of leadership, the courage to take responsibility, the willingness to serve, and the very passion to inspire. Each young leader who takes the oath today will carry forward the vision and the values that makes Horizon a true home of excellence.
Indeed, this morning is not just a celebration of titles, but a recognition of character, dedication, and perseverance. As we begin this special ceremony, let us remember that leadership is not about being in charge, but about taking care of those in your charge. May this day mark the beginning of a journey filled with wisdom, humility, and service. Every auspicious event begins with the lighting of the oil lamp, a symbol of knowledge, hope, and purity. As the gentle flame spreads its light, may it guide our new leaders toward the path of truth and responsibility.
We now invite our distinguished guests to light the traditional oil lamp, signifying the official commencements of today's proceedings. This respectful invitation goes out to our Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, Vice Principals, Ms. Srinali Pereira and Mr. Quintus De Silva, Academic Coordinator, Mrs. Linda Senarath, Head of the Year 5 and Year 6 section, Ms. Ayesha Navagat Tegama, Sectional Head of the Senior section, Mr. Jaishankar Jeevandara, Teachers in charge of the Prefects Guild, Mr. Ashan Batepola and Mrs. Nilanka Kolagamagama, Event Coordinator and Head of the Year 2 section, Mrs. Lali Gunasekara, Outgoing Head Prefects, Methula Herath and Methul Nigunaratna, Head of Human Resources, Mrs. Niranjali Jayatilaka, Head of Administrations, Mrs. Devanu Ranatunga, Head of Finance, Mr. Nihal Bandara, Head of Finance Manager, Mr. Charit Suranga, and Registrar, Mr. Kosala Galkotura.
With pride and unity in our hearts, let us all rise together to sing our school song, a melody that reflects our gratitude, loyalty, and love for Horizon College International. Thank you. You may now be seated. To grace this occasion with beauty and devotion, we now present a cultural performance that symbolizes reverence, purity and purity of spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we welcome the talented dancers of the dance troupe of Horizon College International, who are yet to gracefully welcome you to this grand morning with a mesmerizing puja dance choreographed by Ms. Shamali Pereira.
Mridangaviri Vrishabhanjanagam Makaran Patakancha Deepavastakam
Kukunde, kukunde, gate, kukutaka, jing.
Thank you for that beautiful performance. May we have another round of applause? And now, to officially welcome us all to this grand morning, we now call upon our outgoing head boy, Methula Herath, whose journey as a leader has set a wonderful example for every student who follows. Please welcome him to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to our respected chairman in his absence, our beloved principal, Mrs. Marianne Hills, vice principals of Horizon College International Malabe, Mrs. Srinali Pereira and Mr. Quintus De Silva, members of the Board of Management, teachers, parents, and my dear brothers and sisters. It is both an honor and a deeply humbling moment to stand before you today as we gather to induct a new generation of leaders, the newly appointed prefects of our school. Having had the privilege of walking the same path, our guild learned quite the hard way that leadership is not defined by the badge on your chest, but by the strength you carry in your heart. The badge may shine today, but it is your actions, those quiet, unseen moments of service, that will truly define your leadership. It's been a year of lessons, laughter, and learning, one where we didn't just lead, but we listened, didn't just instruct, but inspired. There were moments where we failed and disappointed, and we still discuss how we could have made a difference. Those experiences became our greatest lessons, to learn from our mistakes, to grow through them, and ensure that we use those learnings to build something even stronger for the future. This journey has been filled with incredible teachers and mentors who have shaped our hearts and minds. Our beloved principal, Mrs. Marianne Hills, has been one of the most influential figures in shaping how we understand leadership. From the very beginning of our journey, she impressed upon us 3 timeless lessons that have guided everything we do. The first was when she quoted Nelson Mandela, which reminded us that a true leader stands behind in times of triumph and steps to the front lines in times of challenge. It taught us that leadership is not about seeking credit, but about carrying responsibility. The second lesson was that leadership is about influence, not authority. That respect cannot be commanded through position, but earned through integrity and compassion. Finally, her own words from last year's Prefect induction ceremony still echo in our minds. The best leaders are not the loudest voices in the room, but the calmest presences in it. Through these teachings, she has shown us that leadership is not about power, but about purpose, not about being followed, but about inspiring others to rise. Thank you, Madam Principal, for shaping not only how we lead, but who we aspire to become. And then there is Mrs. Lali Gunasekar, one of the few people who can make an entire hall go silent with just one look. Her legendary outbursts are part of Horizon folklore, but behind every scolding was a teacher who refused to accept anything but the best. She is the first to arrive, the last to leave, and the one who spent countless weekends perfecting our assemblies and rehearsals. And somehow she still found the time to surprise us with cake after all the chaos. Mrs. Lali, thank you for proving that discipline and kindness can be packaged together, and through that tough love, when mixed with humor, can move mountains. A heartfelt thank you also goes out to our teachers in charge, Ms. Tashan Butterpola and Mrs. Nilanka Kolombage, our steady anchors. Your quiet confidence in us reminded us that leadership is not about having all the answers, but about having the courage to find them together. And now, on to the 3 incredible people who helped me, really led from the front every step of the way. Our leadership trio, to Methumli Gunaratne, our head girl, the emotional heartbeat of this guild, the very first to tear up at every fault, and the glue that held this team together. You carried everyone's emotions as if they were your own, and somehow always found a way to make things feel okay again. Your compassion turned our prefect body into a family. To Sadula Mathara Arachige, our deputy head boy, in his own words, someone who always brought the vibes, your energy, humor, and optimism kept us going, even when things got tough. You reminded us that leadership can smile through pressure, and that sometimes laughter is the best team strategy. To Hassan Livitanage, our deputy head girl, the quiet storm, calm, steady, and endlessly reliable. You spoke little, but meant everything. I'm still convinced you've only ever shown 2 emotions all year, very happy and slightly less happy. And somehow, that balance kept the rest of us sane. To the entire Prefects Guild, my brothers and sisters, you have been the heartbeat of this year. You stood in the rain, stayed late, sacrificed weekends, and gave your hearts to serve. You are the reason we succeeded. Every act of service, every bit of teamwork, every quiet moment of courage, they built the legacy we pass on today. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I also cannot forget the many others who stood beside us throughout this journey, our teachers, administration, and support staff, those whose tireless efforts made every school event possible. From setting up halls to coordinating logistics and guiding us through last-minute crisis, they have been the silent strength behind our success. And to the students who aren't prefects but still chose to help, thank you. You stepped forward without titles or recognition, simply because you cared. Over the past year, many of you covered for us, supported us, and reminded us that leadership is not about position, but participation. Your willingness to serve made all the difference, and we're truly grateful. And now, to the new prefects being inducted today, your journey begins here. You inherit not just the badge, but the trust of our school community. Remember, leadership is not about power, but purpose. Not about standing above others, but standing with them. There will be moments of doubt, challenge, and exhaustion, but those are the moments that will shape your character. Lead with humility, listen deeply, and serve with heart. May you wear your badge with pride, honor the legacy you step into, and one day look back, not at what you achieved, but at about how many lives you've touched. Thank you, and may this new chapter of Horizon be filled with compassion, courage, and quiet strength.
Thank you, Metula. Leadership begins with the willingness to serve. And the first group of young leaders stepping forward today are our very own junior leaders, students who have shown discipline, initiative, and empathy in all that they do.
We now cordially invite our Vice Principal, Ms. Srinali Pereira, accompanied by the head of the Year 5 and Year 6 section, Ms. Ayesha Navagat-Tegama, to present the badges. To announce the names of the newly appointed junior leaders as the badges are ceremonially pinned, marking the start of their journey in leadership, I respectfully call upon the teacher in charge of the junior leaders, Ms. Sashika Dharmasiri.
Junior leaders for the academic years 2025-2026. Ayesha Mantara and Manudi Munasingha. Aishini Neha and Sipuli Gunasekara. Dinara Lelvalalokuge and Risali Kollure. Enuki Edirisingha and Shenon Randil. Rivindu Disanayaka and Nithika De Silva. Gevindu Odyssey, Adesh Dangabedarachi. Mahiru Bathisa and Nethum Viratunga. Sanuga Hapuarachi and Ditaksha Nimnada. And Tevindu Vikramasinghe. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ayesha and Miss Sashika. Miss Srinali, please remain on stage with us a little longer. Next, we recognize our junior prefects, chosen for their dedication, commitment, and integrity. Each badge represents not just an honor, but a responsibility, a promise to lead with honesty and fairness. This respectful invitation goes to our Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, to grace the stage.
And to announce the names of the newly appointed junior prefects, I cordially invite the teacher in charge of the Prefects Guild, Mr. Ashan Batepola.
Junior Prefects for the years 2025 and 2026. Pawan Nellivala and Vayuni Sanjana Jayasundara. Senuja Fonseca and Gangul Udugam Surya. Navindu Munasinghe and Kasun Vichaktana de Silva. And Tushil Hera. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Srinali and Ashan, sir. Dear Madam, please remain on stage with us for a little longer. Next, we move on to one of the most anticipated moments of this morning, the pinning of badges for our senior prefects. These students have consistently demonstrated leadership, responsibility, and respect.
Now, I cordially invite the Vice Principal of Sports and Student Conduct, Mr. Quintus De Silva, to join Madam in ceremonially pinning the badges. I also warmly invite the head of the senior section, Mr. Jayasankar Jeevandara, to announce the names of the newly appointed senior prefects.
Senior Prefects 2025-2026. Mihiru Gunaratna and Arunoda Vitanage. Vinucha Bandara and Sekita Senanayaka. Satmi Vijay Singh and Nitya Gunasekar. Yesandu Kotalavala and Minuki Veeratunga. Vinudi Inhara and Cheniru Layal. Lesandu Lienege and Ashika B. Nair. Tisumdi Rodrigo and Kavinu Vikramaratna. Tisaja Gamage and Suhas Dunusingha. Tarishad Silva and Caden Ranatunga. Minulya Yasavardhana and Setuka Baduge. Seyuni Abevikrama and Indiu Adhikari. Tesandi Karunaratna and Binuti Kurupu. Lavindu Samaravikrama and Sanithu Disanayaka. Sasmitha Randilu and Tejaka Mendis. Vidu Udagedara and Chenuli Senitya. Chenuli Amarasinghe and Vinudi Tisama. Deputy Head Girl 2025-2026 Tinallaya Senlini. Deputy Head Boy 2025-2026 Chalana Dinsad. Head Girl 2025-2026 Dahamdi Kalapuge. And Head Boy 2025-2026 Nethul Bandara. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, Mr. Quintus, and Mr. Jayasankar. Every badge of honor carries with it a promise to serve faithfully and to uphold the ideals of the school. It is now time for the oath-taking ceremony. We cordially invite Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, to pass on the light of leadership and wisdom to our new guild.
We now invite the newly appointed junior leaders and prefects to take their oath of office, pledging to fulfill their duties with sincerity and dedication. appointed head boy, Netul Bandara, will recite the oath.
Prefects oath. I do hereby promise to work with loyalty to my alma mater, Horizon College International, and maintain the traditions of my school, discipline myself so as to carry out the duties entrusted to me by the authorities justly, fully, and courageously, to uphold the honor of my school at all times.
True leadership leaves behind not only achievements but also memories and inspiration. We now welcome our outgoing head girl, Methumli Gunaratna, to address the gathering and share her reflections on a meaningful journey of leadership and growth.
A very good morning to our esteemed Chairman, Sir, Mr. Ubodharnagama in his absence, Madam Principal, Mrs. Marianne Hills, Vice Principals, Mrs. Srinali Pereira and Mr. Quintus De Silva, Academic Coordinator, Mrs. Linda Senarath, members of the Board of Management, sectional heads, teachers, beloved parents, of course, and my dear brothers and sisters. It is an honor to address this gathering as the outgoing head girl of Horizon College International for the years 2024 to 2025. I'll be speaking a few words on something that I hold very close to my heart. The notion of success and being successful is something that we've all grown up hearing. Throughout our years, our definition of success continues to change and evolve, just as it should. Ever since we were young, we've been congratulated for learning how to walk, saying our first words, and writing our first names. We've never had just one goal or mission. We grew up without a proper idea of what we could or couldn't do. So instead of limiting ourselves, we decided to conquer everything. We wanted to grow up and become leaders because we loved seeing presidents on TV, astronauts because we loved to look up at the sky, and teachers because we adored those who taught us in primary school. Our dreams came from us, from what we loved, what inspired us, and what made us curious. They weren't created by our parents, our friends, our peers, or society. So why should this be any different from now? For some reason, over all these years, as we've become more knowledgeable, capable, and aware, our vision of success has narrowed. Every day, the global image of success is thrust upon us. The belief that being successful means having a perfect life, a perfect family, and an ever-growing list of achievements on paper to prove it. And if our dreams never fit that mold, we begin to believe that they aren't the right ones. Through media and everyday life, we are constantly reminded that about success and told what it should look like. But we rarely stop to recognize what truly matters. The real notion of success can't come from billionaire writers or the world's smartest scientists, because it is only us who can define our own successes. I can't tell you what will make you successful, because that is a right that you have to decide. but I do know that following the path that others force you towards will never make you happy. There is no universal checklist for criteria or for happiness, and there never will be. Today, as we welcome a new generation of leaders, I want to remind you that days like this reflect the hours of effort, sacrifice, and persistence that have brought you here. You should be proud, not just of the outcome, but of the journey that led you to it. The badges pinned on you today carry great weight, and I would never want you to undervalue their significance. Personally, I always believed that badges stood for two things: your voice and your values. Your voice has power, the power to stand up for what is right, even when it's not easy. The power to care, the power to create change, and to represent what Horizon truly stands for. Your values will guide you when things feel uncertain, when it seems easier to stay quiet, and when doing the right thing doesn't always come with applause. Remember that these two traits will always speak for the kind of leader that you choose to be. Throughout this academic year, I've worked with a group of individuals who are some of the most talented, kind-hearted, and resilient people I will ever know, our Guild of 2025. We are successful not just for the outcomes we achieved, but for pulling through the times when mountains rose out of the ground and we just wished the road would be smoother. For offering someone a smile when they needed it the most, for showing up time and time again because we want to give every ounce of our strength to our alma mater. To those who work tirelessly behind the scenes, to the boys in our backstage crew managing every single bit of coordination to make sure that what you all saw on stage was perfect. To those who held our younger ones' hands and walked them to class every morning. To everyone who showed up at 6:15 a.m. to assemble every celebration we had. You are the heartbeat of what we do. I know most of you who are here today remember how I always took pictures of the team after we finished our events. And that was because, and also in addition to that, I have pasted all of them on our senior notice board. And it's because I want those moments to be remembered, because I knew that you were the ones whose efforts truly deserved to shine. And I knew in my heart that you worked for Horizon and not for the title. Every member of our guild was unique in their own way. Different voices, different strengths, and different stories that Methula, Sadula, Hasanli, and I loved listening to. Yet together, we found ways to bring out the best in each other, and that is what made us strong. Even those who aren't here today, your presence, your efforts, and your hearts remain a part of everything we build together. To all prefects and captains stepping into their roles today, I want you to remember that success is found in how you stand for something that is true, in the values that you carry when no one is watching you, and in the quiet impact that you leave behind. I'd like to conclude with a quote that you can remember my message by: to laugh often and very much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to learn to appreciate honest critics and bounce back from betrayal, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a better place, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or the improved social circumstances of another. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Thank you.
Leadership on the field requires teamwork, passion, and resilience, values that mirrors those of life itself.
It is now time to pin the badges of our sports captains, the spirited individuals who will lead Horizons teams with courage, discipline, and sportsmanship. With great pleasure, we now cordially invite our Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, and the Vice Principal of Sports and Student Conduct, Mr. Quintus De Silva, to ceremonially pin the badges. And now, to announce the names of the newly appointed sports captains, I also respectfully invite Senior Sports Coordinator, Mr. Percy Chandrasena.
Sports Captains 2025-2026. Athletics. ලෙසඳු ලියනගේ සෙනුල්යා දිසානායක. Basketball, Pavara Lohita, Achika B. Nai. Cricket, Sadula Matara Arachigi. Chess, Tisum Samar Singh. Table tennis, Hastika Herat, Setuli Vitana. Netball, Minilla Yasavardena. Swimming, Siddharth Muthukumaran. Football, Onita Pemasen. Apollo House Captains, Abiru Tisera, Minuti Dharmaratna. Athena House Captains, Pavara Rohita, Taruli Gunasekar. Hermes House Captains, Pasan Wanikasekara, Tarya Serifdi. Siv's House Captains, Dinuka Samarvikrama, Manuti Gangodegedere. Games Captains 2025-2026 Akit Gamage, Hasanli Vitanage. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, Mr. Quintus, and Mr. Percy. The newly appointed sports captains will now take their oath of office. Madam Principal, please do us the honor of passing on the flame of fair play and leadership.
May this oath remind them that victory is sweetest when earned through effort, teamwork, and respect. The newly appointed Games Captain, Akit Gamage, will now recite the oath.
Sports Captain's Oath. I pledge to promise with integrity, inspired through dedication, and unite my team with unwavering sportsmanship. I promise to respect opponents, embrace challenges, and foster a spirit of friendship. I shall uphold the values of fair play, discipline, and perseverance, striving to be a role model both on and off the field.
Behind every success stands a guiding light, one that nurtures, encourages, and inspires.
We now respectfully invite our Madam Principal, Mrs. Mary Ann Hills, to address the gathering and share her message with the newly appointed leaders.
Out in the United Kingdom. It's about inspiring them to achieve shared vision and empowering them to grow. That is what true leadership is. And as I have said before, which Methula reminded me, a leader or a great leader is not a person who does greatness or great things. But a great leader is somebody who is able to make others achieve great things. Very often, you would find good leaders, great leaders, enabling other people around them to achieve. And today, that is what I want all of you to do together to achieve great things for yourself, but for the school first. Remember, through everything that you go through, it is your school, your parents and your teachers that have helped you to reach this position. To the newly appointed head boy, Netul Bandara, head girl, Dahamdi Kalapuge, Tilanya Hevavasam, and the deputy head prefect, Chalana. To all of you, I say a hearty congratulations. Like those who came before you, you have a great task to achieve. What they have started, you should continue. As the saying goes, what one person does, the other person should make better. So this is my prayer and plea for all of you who are the new board of prefects. To those outgoing head prefect and their team, Methula, Metumli, Hasanli, and Sandula. Thank you very much for all your efforts, for all that you did during the time that you were the main leaders of the Guild. I know there was tireless work, there were sad moments, there were challenges, many have been. but you have been through it all and come out victorious. So well done. Today marks a significant day in the life of Horizon. And the reason for that is that it's the investiture of the new Board of Prefects of 2025-2026. At the same time, prefectship is not about a badge, it's not about a title. It's about responsibility, discipline, values, and at the same time, flying high the spirit of Horizon. That is what prefectship is all about. At the same time, prefects, the honor bestowed upon you today is not just a badge. It is a sacred trust that we, your teachers, have placed in you, not only because of your ability, but because of your character too. And this is why sometimes our decisions are challenged. But I can tell you very honestly, as you all saw, we had 9 on the panel of selection. We had marks for every step. And here you are today, the chosen of the chosen. At the same time, I hope that you will inspire confidence in those around you. It is very important that you share this spirit of confidence, because unless you show confidence, the others will not. So at this time, I know you are all excited. Maybe some of it you might go into your head, some of it may not. But remember one thing, that you should carry your badge or wear your badge with pride and with responsibility. And remember always to be true to the spirit of Horizon. Because you are here, you have earned the badge, and be loyal and true to it. At the same time, children, your actions will always speak louder than your words sometimes. When you face difficult challenges, and I assure you, you will, remember one thing, that there should not be any criticism, there should not be frustration, but you should seek solutions to overcome these challenges. Every mountain can be conquered, and that has been proved even now. The highest peaks have been conquered. So this is really nothing, just a challenge which you then need to overcome. When you are looking at the younger members of the school, remember that you are the link between the school authorities and the rest of the school. So there should not be any pride or boastful nature in you. Be the humble person that you should be. You have before us a leader who is humble in all his achievements. And you know who that is, Mr. Dharnagama. So I think you too should emulate his humility. It will never make you go wrong, children. In fact, it will place you high up. So be nice to the little ones. Let them feel they can approach you, they can talk to you. They might be a little difficult sometimes, but don't lose your patience, because they are the future leaders. They are who you were once. So remember that. At the same time, carry out your duties confidently, respectfully. Remember that respect, discipline, these are values that are taught to you right from the bottom. And be always respectful to those adults, whether they are teachers, whether they are cleaners, it doesn't matter. The status in life does not matter, but respect matters. So be respectful to all of them. Lead by example. Be approachable. And at the same time, I would like to wish each and every one of you the very best. I don't want to speak long, because I know even when I was lighting the lamp, I could see the nervous hands almost making mine nervous too. So Children, congratulations. You deserve this moment, you deserve this day. Parents, thank you for your support all along. And I must tell you from up here that now that your children are prefects, their responsibilities are huge, and you have to support them. They have to come on time to school. They have to be part of every celebration of the school, every good event that we have, and they cannot ask what time will it be over, because very often we cannot give you a time. And when we do, sadly, some parents keep calling us and saying, we are here, can you send my child out? Now these things, dear parents, are a little difficult for us to do, because remember, your children are the chosen few. So then you have to support them to support the school. So I have to say this to all the students who have been elected prefects, games captains, sports captains, and my junior leaders. May you lead with wisdom, act with compassion, and inspire others through your example. Leadership is not standing above. Leadership is standing together. May God bless you all.
Thank you, madam, as always, for your wise words of encouragement. Music speaks the language of the heart. It unites, uplifts, and reminds us of our shared purpose.
Let us now welcome the school choir trained by Mr. Sushan Mendes as they present a soulful song that celebrates hope, leadership, and togetherness.
Begins to shake. Don't be scared, don't forget, you got what it takes. Don't give up your dream, don't let your spirit fall. Even when the winds blow hard, you can rise above it all. Take this step with courage, you'll win if you believe. Just anyone, you're a dreamer chasing dreams.
Don't be ashamed to stumble, that's what growing's for.
Picture where you're going, let that vision pull you through.
When they say you can't, show them that you do. Don't give up your dreams, don't let your spirit fall. Even when the winds blow hard, you can rise above it all. Take this step with courage, you'll win if you believe. You're not just anyone, you're a dreamer chasing dreams.
Your smile is your power, your hope is your spark. Dance with your vision, even through the dark.
If you dream big, then go all the way. That dream will come true. if you don't give it away. Don't give up your dreams. Don't let your spirit fall. Even when the winds blow hard, you can rise above it all. Take this step with courage. You'll win if you believe. You're not just anyone. You're a dreamer chasing dreams. You're not just anyone. You're a dreamer chasing dreams.
Thank you, choristers, for that harmonious performance. Shall we have another round of applause? Now, as this memorable ceremony draws to a close, it is time to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made today possible.
We now invite our newly elected head prefects, Dahamni Kalapage and Netul Bandara, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to our Madam Principal, Mrs. Marianne Hills, Vice Principal, Mrs. Srinali Pereira, Vice Principal of Sports and Student Conduct, Mr. Quintus De Silva, Academic Coordinator, Mrs. Linda Senarath, members of the Board of Management, sectional heads, teachers, parents, and my dear brothers and sisters. Standing here today, wearing this badge that represents not just a title, but a journey, I feel a mix of pride and gratitude. When I first stepped into these halls years ago, I never imagined that one day I'd be standing here as your head girl. But over time, this school became a second home. The story of this Prefects Guild did not begin today. It began years ago, in crowded corridors, on sports fields, backstage before performances, and in conversations during intervals. We have stumbled, learned, laughed, and grown side by side. Many of us first wore the junior prefect badge, unsure of what leadership truly meant. We learned through experience, sometimes through success, or perhaps most often through mistakes, but always together. There were days when we felt overwhelmed, days when we cheered each other on, and days when all we could do was hope for a better tomorrow. Those were the moments that defined us. To lead alongside those who hold so many of my memories is something that I cherish deeply. Every smile shared, every task completed, every moment of doubt that turned into determination. They're all a part of our story. Today's ceremony isn't just about passing on badges, it's about passing on trust. As I look back, I remember mornings filled with prefect duties, those countless announcements, and the times we stayed back late preparing for events. I realized that these small moments shaped me more than I could ever imagine. As I stand here today, I would like to begin with thanking our chairman, Mr. Upul Darnagama, for your guidance, support, and inspiring leadership. Madam Principal, thank you for always believing us, for being the calm at the center of every storm, and for reminding us the words of Mahatma Gandhi himself. You must be the change that you wish to see in the world. Vice Principals, Mrs. Srinali Pereira and Mr. Quintus De Silva, thank you for always standing by us and leading with care. A huge thank you also goes out to the Board of Management, along with the Head of Academics, Mrs. Sitara Gunatilaka, and Academic Coordinator, Mrs. Linda Senarath. To our teachers, thank you for being our first teachers and our forever supporters, quietly celebrating every small success and lifting us all the way. And last, but certainly not least, I would also like to mention our sectional heads. You've been more than just educators, you've been mentors and cheerleaders. You've seen our potential even when we couldn't. A huge thank you also goes out to Mrs. Lali Gunasekara for her constant support and guidance.
Standing here today as the head boy of Horizon College International is an honor I deeply appreciate. I want to begin by thanking the sports department for their much continued support and guidance. I would also like to take a moment to thank Methula Herath and Methumli Gunaratna, our outgoing head boy and head girl, for their dedication, leadership, and inspiration they have given all of us. I would also like to appreciate the outgoing guild as well as the incoming guild. The example has set a high standard, and we hope to carry that forward. This year, we aim to create an impact together, not just in words, but in actions that truly matter, supporting one another, encouraging effort, and contributing to an environment where everyone feels driven to do their best. Leadership is not about standing above anyone, it's about standing together, guiding when needed, and helping each other reach higher. We know that small, consistent steps often create the biggest difference, whether it's lending a hand, showing respect, or leading by example. These are the things that shape our school and the community that we are so proud to be part of. To all the prefects, let's make this year one where we challenge ourselves, support one another, and leave a positive impact that lasts beyond the classrooms and the corridors of Horizon. I am Nitul Bandara, the head boy for the years 2025-2026.
As we stand here today, not to pass the torch, but to carry it forward, we do so with immense gratitude and a heart full of promise. I know that the journey ahead will bring both challenges and triumphs, days that will test me and days that will make me proud. But we step into this role with the belief that true leadership isn't just about standing above others. It's about walking beside them, listening, understanding, and serving with kindness. I am Dahamdi Khalipge, the head girl for the years 2025 and 2026.
Dahamdi and Netul. Now let us all rise once again for the national anthem.
As we conclude this inspiring morning, we congratulate all newly appointed leaders once again. May you lead with wisdom, compassion, and courage. I am Ravish Kastembo.
And I am Anamya Dara. It has been a pleasure to be your host this morning. Thank you for your presence and support, and we hope you have a wonderful day ahead.
Dear parents, our prefects, junior